Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. 95,000 subscribers on Working Money Channel. Guys, I've been at this for almost 5 years now. It's coming up to the 5-year anniversary this week or next week. And 95,000 subscribers, I'm really proud of that, and I have you guys to thank for that. And so, now the question becomes, can we get to 100,000 subscribers? YouTube will give me one of those little plaques, right? So if you guys are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Everybody is getting excited about XRP right now. GTFO Gary posted this, an order book from, I believe it was from KuCoin. Check out those buy orders. Continuing to rack up here, guys. Check this out on this side. You guys can see in the millions compared to the sell side. So a lot of people are still clamoring to buy XRP, but, they want to get in at a lower price for what it is trading at today. We're also seeing things like this trending from the business and finance section on Twitter. This from the Cryptic Poet, 8.9 million tweets. So XRP is trending, and Alex Cobb also posted one too at 11.1 million. I believe right now, if we go over here right now, we are seeing XRP trending at roughly 5.18 million tweets. So that number is fluctuating. But guys, XRP is set and ready to explode. Over the weekend, we did see some more movement to the upside, which I'm going to get to in a second. Tim here, though, posting this. An analyst says XRP is about to rally and outperform Bitcoin. And here's what his target is, okay? A widely followed crypto trader is predicting bullish price action for XRP as he expects the digital asset to outperform Bitcoin. Well, that's not hard to do considering Bitcoin is, it is the leader of the pack. However, Bitcoin is now the cryptocurrency that is seeing diminishing returns, bull cycle after bull cycle, which means it will go higher, but not as much as it had in previous runs. Synonymous analyst Kaleo tells his followers that he sees bullish continuation for XRP after successfully retesting its diagonal resistance as support. So, taking a look at the XRP to USD timeframe, the low timeframe looks ready for another leg up. So he is pointing this out here on the chart. Bringing this up, guys, he's throwing a trend line just down in here. And as you guys can see, we are already starting to see that move up for XRP. XRP did hit this point up here, and I had the horizontal line plotted on the chart from yesterday, and that was at about 54.6, so 0.546, just over 54.5 cents. So bullish continuation to the upside. What are we going to see next? According to Kaleo, XRP could be following in the footsteps of Tron TRX, which recently rallied from a low of 74 cents to 85 cents. For reference, here is what TRX just did. A similar squeeze could send XRP to 60 plus cents. So guys, this is TRX on the hourly, and you guys can see that trend there. I'm just going to bring it up just to show you guys the TRX price chart here, and let me throw that on the hourly to show you guys what he was noting here. And this is basically it. Okay, we did see that price spike, a similar setup to what we're seeing for XRP right now on the daily, but since TRX did hit that high here, it has come back down, but not lower than where we had originally seen it. So maintain this momentum. I'm not following the Tron price up particularly closely. And by the way, there was a typo in here saying it went up from 75 or 74 to 85 cents. I think they meant 0.074 to 0.085 because right now Tron is trading at 0.081. Nevertheless, we are seeing this same setup occur, something similar on the Tron chart to what could now in fact be the latest setup on the XRP chart. And I guess I should go and check out Bitcoin right here. So over the weekend, we were trading at 27.2. Bitcoin is down a little bit now. So what are we at now? Bitcoin trading at roughly 26.7. So $26,700 per coin. Let me throw that on the daily here. The movement for Bitcoin is insignificant, really, when we're trading at such high prices. It still is just trading in this channel here, this sideways channel that we have been trading in since mid-March. So nothing really to talk about with regards to Bitcoin, just still trading sideways. The big story, guys, is XRP. And, what is going to be the news that sends it to higher levels? And so we've been seeing the price sneak up slowly over the last couple of weeks. But guys, here's what we're also noticing. This one from Michael Branch here on Twitter. XRP sees $2.6 billion of inflows in just a week as investors continue to favor Ripple in the SEC lawsuit. So over the last week, and I've been talking about this now week after week, it seems as though, we're getting similar information here. Inflows are continuing to move into XRP. So money moving into the cryptocurrency, and obviously this is why we're getting the price rally the way it has been. Sure, we've been seeing some ups and downs, but ultimately the uptrend is persisting in what could be a blessing in disguise for Ripple in the protracted XRP lawsuit. Investor sentiment appears to swing in Ripple's direction, driving a massive $2.6 billion influx into XRP just this week alone. The inflow of capital over the week aided the steady rise of the price of the digital asset XRP, with the digital token maintaining its position above the 50-cent level. At the time of the filing of this report, XRP is trading at 53 cents, posting weekly gains of relatively 13%. So, again, XRP right now trading above that, 53.2. We did see that high again of about 54.6. But ultimately, guys, this trend continuing to look fairly healthy. Let me throw it on the 4-hour. You can see that on the 4-hour. Trend still looking very, very healthy. Here you can see higher lows forming here on the 4-hour, higher highs on the 4-hour. Okay, and this has been consistent throughout, basically since mid-May, May 16th. And it is because we are seeing more money moving into XRP. That's part of the reason why. A summary judgment by Judge Torres is almost here, and crypto enthusiasts seem confident about the prospect of a possible victory for XRP in the lawsuit. So that's the other thing. Today is June 5th, and we are all waiting for June the 13th. That is going to be a critical date here, and I think, in some cases, maybe retail could be front-running this. And, now we're seeing, inflows too, right? We're getting reports here, $2.6 billion influx in XRP. So money equals confidence in this particular cryptocurrency. As you guys can see, it is, bucking the trend of the rest of the market here. Let me bring up CoinMarketCap just to give you guys a better sense of what is going on here. So, we've got, the top cryptocurrencies. We got Bitcoin is down a little bit, Ethereum down, BNB coin down. XRP, though, is up by 1.52%. But look at the 7-day column here. Over the last 7 days, we got Bitcoin was down over 4%, Ethereum down 1.8%, BNB down 4.18%, and XRP up a whopping 11.36% in the last averaged out 7 days. So, again, Tron is another one that's up a little bit here. Solana is up a little bit, but XRP really bucking the trend up double digits in the last 7 days. And it is because of the lawsuit. June the 13th, guys, all eyes are on that particular date. It also doesn't hurt that we're seeing more building on the XRPL, and the fact that another XRPL hackathon is starting on Monday today. So here's some more news, guys, coming from the dev community. Dr. Martin Hisbach, head of research at Uphold, has shared an online tweet about an upcoming XRPL online hackathon. He tweeted, "Next XRP hackathon starts on Monday. Bring it on, people. XRP." Hisbach adds, "With the end of the obstruction in sight, there's never been a better time to build. The anticipation for a quicker resolution of the Ripple SEC lawsuit is increasing as the days go by." So another XRPL hackathon, which just gives more projects the opportunity to win here. In this case, the prize is $60,000 for an individual project, having the chance to secure up to $10,000 in funding. The hackathon would only mark an initial funding step, allowing participants to apply for other funding programs to continue their development journey. So it is kind of like a launching point here for developers who have great ideas to build on the XRP ledger. And again, the hackathon was designed to support innovative projects and get developers from diverse backgrounds to explore creative ideas and transitioning from centralized systems to the world of blockchain. So this is taking place June 5th to June the 30th. XRPL grants program is involved in this as well. They started receiving applications back in late April, and now they are continuing on with the next hackathon. So, this is the new generation of developers. This is where we find new innovative characters building more utility for the XRPL, just drives more utility for XRP for that long-term use case proposition. So I wanted to thank Michael for bringing that to our attention. Another one here from Michael, guys. Interestingly, MUFG's Progmat coin platform is a game changer for the financial industry, as it will provide other banks in Japan the ability to launch their own stablecoins pegged to the Japanese yen. Now, this is an interesting story because MUFG is a Ripple partner. They're one of those Japanese banks that is part of that consortium that is committed to running on RippleNet. So they're one of Japan's largest banks and a global leader in the financial industry. They made an exciting announcement. The company is launching its own stablecoin issuance platform, Progmat Coin, which will soon be used by other banks in Japan to launch Japanese yen-pegged stablecoins on several blockchains. Although MUFG is yet to announce the launch date, it hopes to launch the program in the second quarter of 2023 on Ethereum, Avalanche, Cosmos, and the Polygon networks. So more blockchain involvement for this particular Japanese bank. Interestingly, MUFG's Progmat Coin platform is a game changer for the financial industry, as I mentioned earlier, as it will provide other banks in Japan the ability to launch their own stablecoins pegged to the Japanese yen. Likewise, this will allow for greater flexibility and interoperability. So this is the name of the game. And, Japan has kind of already been several steps ahead, I think, compared to the rest of the world. They've already been integrating blockchain technology since 2018, and maybe even before that, have been a huge proponent of Ripple. I mean, at least of Ripple since 2018. And now they're just, continuing to build out, increasing access to the benefits of blockchain technology, which, we will see American banks. I have a feeling we will see U.S. banks, European banks starting this process maybe in a few years, 2027, 28 maybe, by launching the stablecoin issuance platform. MUFG is positioning itself at the forefront of the emerging market. Interestingly, the bank has an active partnership with blockchain interoperability startup DataChain and cross-bridge solution provider Toki, among other cryptocurrency projects like RippleNet, guys. As I mentioned, Edo Farina here just reminding us, MUFG Bank, Japan's largest bank, working in over 50 countries. In 2018, they signed an MOU with Banco Bradesco SA, second largest bank in Brazil, to develop cross-border payments between Japan and Brazil using RippleNet technology. So again, this is an older article from 2018, but just shows you what they had been doing at that point. Through this MOU, MUFG Bank has decided to start the collaborative development for cross-border payments between Japan and Brazil utilizing Ripple's cutting-edge technology. The new payment system developed by Ripple will assist the bank as they work towards commercializing high-speed, transparent, and traceable cross-border payment solutions between Japan and Brazil. In 2017, MUFG Bank said it would join Ripple's interbank group of leading transaction bankers responsible for building, maintaining, and enhancing rules which ensure operational consistency and legal clarity to support Ripple global payment network. So at that time, we got to remember, blockchain technology was not nearly as prominent as it is today. And Japan was probably one of a handful of countries that was utilizing blockchain technology. But they were committed working with Brazil in order to develop this. And then a couple of years later, in 2020, I believe, Brazil then adopted RippleNet for central bank usage. I believe it was at that point that Brad Garlinghouse did go to Brazil, and they did solidify that deal. So the world is changing, guys, and we are seeing this progression happen in real time. So great news here coming from MUFG Bank. I mean, cross-platform interoperability, this is the name of the game. They are already ahead of the game, and I think that this is going to be an example of what we're going to see more often, or rather more of, coming down the pike in the coming years. So wanted to thank Edo Farina and Michael for posting that. And for those of you guys wondering, has John Deaton got his Twitter account back? Well, unfortunately, not yet. Not at least as of the time of this recording. Hi, everyone. I spoke with John Deaton this evening. This coming from James K. Filan. He believes that he should have his account back in the next 2 to 3 days. So maybe, hopefully by midweek, we will talk about the situation during the upcoming live stream he's going to have on Tuesday. He's sorry for the mess and obviously wants everyone to stay away from his account until further notice. So that is the latest update here. We're still waiting for John Deaton to retrieve his account. If you guys have been following that, I'm sure the officials over there at Twitter now know about this. So thanks to everybody who helped out and reported the scammer who hacked into John Deaton's account. There's some other news too here that I wanted to share with you. Something brought up by Jeremy Hogan. This U.S. Supreme Court case just came out last week. Okay, so he's talking about Slack versus Pirani. The case is analogous to XRP in secondary market sales. So very similar, a lot of similarities here with regards to XRP. In secondary market sales specifically, where the XRP was sold as an investment contract. XRP doesn't magically maintain status as a security outside the context of the initial contract. So here's what Jeremy Hogan is outlining, okay? Section 11 of the 1933 Act requires a plaintiff to plead and prove that he purchased securities registered under a materially misleading registration statement, okay? That we do not have. The majority of courts have for years held that Section A11 liability extends only to shares that are traceable to an allegedly defective registration. So these are all, points here that Jeremy Hogan has isolated that would in fact support Ripple's case of XRP being sold in the secondary market. So people here are wondering, how much water will this hold? XRP Venture asking, it means that all secondary sale markets cannot be considered a security? And Jeremy Hogan saying, well, whoa, I wouldn't go as far as that. It's a case with similar-ish facts and a holding that would suggest the same outcome for digital asset sales. And then XRP Crypto Wolf down here asking, so how does this affect the XRP lawsuit? Jeremy Hogan responding, I'd expect to see this case in a Ripple brief on damages if necessary, or maybe in the judge's order if she addresses secondary sales. Okay. Then Mark Fagel down here says, sorry, I don't see that at all. So disagreeing completely. The court doesn't say the assets cease to be securities, just that at a certain point, it's not subject to fraud liability under the 33 Act, while acknowledging the 34 Act liability may remain. And the case is about stock, not investment contracts. But Jeremy Hogan says the logic is the same though, just not enough space on Twitter to go into the whole analogy. I call it a 2 out of 3 case. And you know what Meatloaf says about that? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So Jeremy Hogan saying, it is not a perfect argument. However, a 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Does definitely secure and strengthen Ripple's argument in the case. And I don't know if you guys have been following Mark Fagel. He has had some disagreements, I guess, to put it nicely, with the XRP community on certain points of this case. From my understanding, he is a former SEC lawyer. Bill Morgan here stating, the only thing that he lacks, talking about Mark Fagel here in this debate, given he knows more about securities law, because he does, than nearly anyone else in the XRP community, is this: the intimate case-specific knowledge of following the case daily, which you and I all do. Guys, we are following this case every single day, so we understand the ins and the outs. We get the nuances, and, for somebody just kind of coming in with their expertise, sure. I mean, it's great that they've got the expertise, but are they really following it as closely as us? Likely not. The only small qualified concession to the narrative of the XRP community are, if I have understood his argument correctly, that sales by Ripple to ODL customers, which are mostly not covered by the SEC's complaint, may possibly not be investment contracts, and that if the judge considers secondary market sales, she may consider whether XRP itself in secondary market is a security. Based on his experience litigating for and against the SEC, he seems quite confident the SEC will prevail. I take that very seriously. And then RD saying here, I think there are a few more considerations here. Mark Fagel is not aware of the fact that redactions and info are not publicly disclosed. Number 2, Ripple's legal team knows about every fact in the case and is equally capable, better than Mark. And number 3, if there was a real risk, do you think Ripple would have had settled or folded at this point? And Bill responds here, as I suggested, he hasn't followed the case on a daily basis, which I think is important, as it is hard enough anticipating which way a judgment will go, even if you are a lawyer acting for a party with a deep knowledge of the matter. Ultimately, though, it will be only the judge's rule that matters. So, Mark Fagel, does he have a point here? Does Jeremy Hogan have a point? A 2 out of 3 ain't bad? Does this strengthen Ripple's argument in court? More information, guys, giving Ripple the secondary sales argument through the Slack versus Pirani case that just came out last week. All things seriously to be considering at this point in time. I mean, we are seeing great movement for XRP. I want to continue to see this momentum growing. This is reminding me of the good old days. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're already at 95,000 subscribers. Can we make it to 100,000, guys? So subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.